guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today, this bad boy is going to come out on Global Dokkan. Buff Buu and his EZA. Now, this guy is tremendous. He's a beast. He's a monster. I think I probably will actually apply a sticker to him, right? Because every EZA unit, Dokkan Fest exclusive unit, all have stickers. This guy is pretty good, so I think I will give him a sticker, actually, after we get done with this run right here. Now, it is unfortunate that Global is not getting, like a normal EZA right now, for sure. Like Super 17 or Super Saiyan 3 Broly or something like that. Absolutely, that's dumb. But at the very least, you guys are getting this guy early, like super early, right? Because he only came out in August on JP. He's only been out for 2 months. And this guy is incredible, right? Personally, you know, this is obviously before LR Buu Tanks and Buu Piccolo came out. I was saying Buff Buu I thought was the best Buu unit in the game, right? Okay, so let's see what he's at. Yeah, 3 million without support. Turn 1. Yeah. So, I didn't even double check what his defense was, but I did show it, right? I mean, his defense was probably, what, like 120k, 130k or something like that, at least? Like, he is... like a dynamo. He's absolutely insane. Like this, they made him so freaking good. It's like, it's stunning how good Buff Buu is, right? Like, we don't typically see, like, you know, because, okay, Buff Buu is just, he's the tech Kid Buu that, you know, everyone pulls a billion, zillion times from every banner. And now it's just like, oh, yeah, by the way, he's just, like, actually one of the best units in the game now. Like, that's it. Like, they just made him one of the best units in the game. So, like, his EZA coming to Global now, I mean, this is good. You know, if you've got him, rainbow him, give him equipment, level up his links, all that shit works. Because, you know, these villain units, like all the Boos, the Friezas, Coolers, you know, the Cells, you use them together, and shit gets crazy. Okay, so what's his defense here? Okay, so he's at 159k defense. Now, I would like to add, too, that Buff Buu raises his defense for 1 turn on super attack. What is that, a 30% defensive raise? Yep. And then he also, get this, has damage reduction of 20% when HP is 80% or more. So, this guy, you know, on this turn, because with Kid Buu, they share 6 out of 7 links. You know, Buff Buu has Berserker, and Kid Buu has more than meets the eye. So, on this turn, Buff Buu is going to do, like, a 4 million attack stat, and he's gonna have, like, you know, I don't know what, like 180k defense, 190k defense, 200k defense, something like that after he super attacks, and he's gonna have 20% damage reduction. Like, this is not a Dokkan Fest exclusive. This is not an LR, right? This is Tech Kid Buu. When did Tech Kid Buu release? On both Global and JP. On JP, he released on September 1st of 2016. On Global, he released on January 1st of 2017, New Year's. Yep, I remember that being out that night when that Buhan banner dropped. So that's when this guy came out, and this is what he does right here. Like, they absolutely killed it with this guy's EZA. Like, when I saw that he was coming to Global, I was like, oh, I have to do a video on him right away. Just to, again, to show people, like, yeah, you don't sleep on this guy. He is a behemoth. He's a juggernaut. He's incredible. Yeah, 4.12, and he's taking double digits from super attacks. Like, just nearly one-shots Goku. Like, goodbye. Just see ya, Goku. Alright, guys, so again, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and just put a sticker effect on Buff Buu. Honestly, they made him so powerful, and, you know, he's, like, very fresh right now on Global and stuff like that. I've got 23 stickers. I might as well use some of them, right? So we'll go ahead and put the sticker on him. I mean, it's okay. See, here's the thing, right? I feel like this would look really good if this oppressive, horrible, hollow background was not there, right? Like, if he was fighting just, like, in the area where, like, on the Supreme Kai planet, because I think that's where he was fighting Supreme Kai and, the Grand Supreme Kai, right? Like, if that was just like, man, if they just had backgrounds instead of the stupid hollow garbage, it would look so much better! Alright, guys, so we'll look at Buff Buu on a few teams, right? We'll try and get some situations where there's no support, you know, stuff like that. Again, with the death of a lot of the modding and stuff like that, right? Try and make sure to show a variety of situations with these rainbowed units, and a unit that's rainbowed and link level 10 and all that stuff, right? So we'll take a look at it. So we already saw, he had like over a 4 million attack set with the physical Kid Buu, who's a support type unit. So here we'll pair him with AGL Kid Buu. Still has 6 out of 7 links, but there's no support right now. So this is just purely Buff Buu himself. This is all his power that we're going to see here. We also have shitty Exchange Buu on rotation as well. I know I do. Yeah, 3.22. Pretty good. Goodbye, Gogeta. Yeah, see ya. See ya, bud. I love this Buff Buu, man. And it's just like the Majin Buu units. Like, they're so crazy. And then, oh yeah, by the way, we are on the revived warrior team, by the way. So I know it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, well, Frieza's not on global. We can't. Buff, you can still run the revived warrior team on global, right? Just with the Majin Vegeta as leader or Angel Golden Frieza. Obviously, Angel Golden Frieza, the int one, is not going to affect Buff Buu, right? Because that int Angel Golden Frieza does have that super attack debuff, or the attack debuff for super class allies. But Buff Buu is obviously a villain, so he's not going to be subject to having to deal with that. All right, so Golden Frieza is going to one-shot this Gogeta right here. Because I'll go ahead and do the shenanigans where we just pair the two Friezas next to each other. So go ahead and wave goodbye to Gogeta. Goodbye, Gogeta. See ya. Yeah, there's another turn of no support. Golden Frieza basically at 5 million right there. Turn 1, by the way. Goodbye. Yeah, see ya, Gogeta. Bye. Yeah, this is why... Like, what? I should point out that my Frieza, by the way, is full level 10 links as well, right? So, like, that was Frieza at his best. So, like, when you start having teams of this, of characters at full level 10 links and shit like that, like, this is what we're gonna start seeing. Oh, good, my cord. I always, yeah, I love when I buy a new cord and the new cord is still messing up. Thank you so much. Alright, so we already saw what Buff Buu looks like linked up with the AGL Kid Buu as well. How about with Golden Frieza? What do we have here? So that's Fierce Battle and Brutal Beatdown. Sure. Well, okay, so Buff Buu, 77k defense. Then with Kid Buu, he's at 116k defense. So Buff Buu, right, gets 3 key and 100% attack at the start of turn, which is good. Obviously, that's solid. What are his stats? Let me see what his attack and defense is. Well, I mean, his attack is almost 17k. That's good. His defense is under 10k, though. I mean, as an EZA unit, obviously, that's not the greatest there. So, I mean, that's fine. Then he gets the attack and defense by up to 100%. The more HP remaining, the greater the stats buff. So, here is the thing, right? If we're talking about using Buff Buu in, like, Extreme Super Battle Road or something like that, that is where you can find issues with this guy, to be sure, right? Because if you're in Extreme Super Battle Road and, you're at 20% HP after getting blasted the last turn, this guy's not going to have as much attack, defense, that damage reduction he has of 20% when HP's 80% or more, he's not going to have that as well. So this is a unit that is very reliant, right, on having high health levels. As long as we have high health with this guy, he is going to terrorize the enemies, right? But if his health is not high, he's definitely not going to look as impressive, right? So let's see what attack set he does right here. Obviously, without linked up with Kid Buu, his numbers will dip quite a bit. I mean, this isn't even linked up. I mean, still 2.22 million. But that's without being linked up with another Buu unit, and then with no support on rotation either. Like, that's very impressive, man. Like, see, he's good. Like, he just does good damage. I guess it would be important to see, right, how he's going to work when, maybe he gets absolutely just, like, blasted, right? Like, what happens when we have super low health? Like, how much damage is he going to deal there? How much damage would he take there at that point? But that's the thing. It's very hard to, like, on a Buu team, you are constantly healing and stuff like that, too. So it's almost like, he does have sort of these restrictions and stuff, but it's not going to be as bad as it could be, right? I definitely would say he's not a great Extreme Super Battle Road unit because, in there, I think you're frequently going to be at very low levels of health. If you are on a turn where you have full health or close to full health, Buff Buu will be good. I mean, he'll definitely take damage, but with the defense levels he'll have, probably over 100k, that 20% damage reduction will really be nice in cutting down some of the damage he would take from super attacks in there. So I do think he would definitely be at least a decent sort of option, right? All right, so here we don't have the damage reduction. Again, he has lost some of his attack and defense because we're not at full health. So let's just see what this attack stat is, and then we'll go ahead and move on to a different team. Let's look at him also on Artificial Lifeform. Artificial Lifeform's not a team I've really run too much, because Exchange Buu, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of that unit, at least until they become Super Buu on turn 6, 7, or later. But that team, Artificial Lifeform, you know, I loved the team before the Link level update, and now after the Link level update, Cell, these Boos, all way better. So let's go take a look at Artificial Lifeform next. Alright guys, so now we'll take a look at the Artificial Lifeform team. Of course, we have our boy Cell here to provide a delicious buff. Let's see, Buff Buu, yeah, sitting at that 160k defense, pretty good. And we kind of, we would want to see a rotation of second form Cell and Physical Kid Buu with this Buff Buu, huh? We didn't get that yet, did we? I don't think so, so we definitely need to see that. The 50% Cell and then 50% Kid Buu, so that's Buff Buu with 6 out of 7 links, and then 100% attack and defense and support he'd be getting from Kid Buu combined with Cell. I mean, that would be impressive. And Buff Boo's 7th link, by the way, is Berserker, right? Which is actually 30% attack when HP's 50% or less. But the way Buff Buu is designed, right, where he gets more attack the higher his health is, you know, it's not like maybe he'd be able to hit hard. I don't know. I assume the way that passive scales, he probably wouldn't hit as hard with Berserker active under 50% HP and then not having a lot of his passive, but I guess it remains to be seen. Here's Super 17 too, by the way. I actually, he's pretty close. I'm only 4 links away from getting him to level 10. I should get that done before he drops on Global, right? And then, of course, you know, when Super 17 is about to drop on Global, we'll do a Link level 10 video for him as well. But Super 17 is one of my favorite EZAs in the game right now. I mean, he is tremendous, just with the amount of damage he's able to put out and his damage reduction and his defensive levels. Super 17 is honestly pretty absurd. And then some of those links, right, like GT got a massive buff. Like, they really were like, you know what? GT units, you guys can go ahead and get some nice buffs as well, right? Like the LR Super Saiyan 4s, like how well they link, and then having, again, like GT giving attack and defense now, Prepared for Battle giving attack and defense now, like the Super Saiyan 4s are just like way better than they used to be. And then here's Physical Buff Buu, or excuse me, Physical Fat Buu. I've got him at Link level 10 too, so this is another really good one. I expect his EZA area with Majin Vegeta, we probably could see that with Gotenks and Buu next month on Global, but again, there's so many different EZA areas that are slated for release on Global, so it's hard to tell exactly what and when and where is going to be dropping on Global. Again, it's very, very difficult to be able to tell with Global, right? They love just sort of going random all over the place. All right, so again, let's do that. Let's get one more rotation with our boy Buff Buu. Let's get Physical Kid Buu on a rotation along with second form Cell right here, and then see what our boy Buff Buu puts up on that turn. Alright guys, so this will be our last look at our boy Buff Buu. I mean, this is pretty much as good as it's going to get for our boy, right? So we're sitting here, and again, obviously he's looking pretty good at nearly 200k defense. You know, he's got 6 out of 7 links active. I mean, we're talking, I mean, how much exactly is he getting from links? Let me just double check this. Okay, so he's getting 2 key and 15% attack and defense from Majin. Then he's also getting 15% from Brutal Beatdown, 25% attack and defense from Big Bad Bosses. He's getting 2 key, 3% HP regeneration, and 10% defense from Infinite Regeneration. He's getting 20% attack from Wall Standing Tall, and then 20% attack from Fierce Battle, right? And then don't forget that he does recover 5% HP at the end of a turn in which attack was received. So if he gets hit, he's going to regen 5% HP at the end of turn, right? And then you combine with that his Infinite Regeneration HP regen at the beginning of the turn, the 3% HP, right? So Physical Kid Buu and then this Buff Buu, they're regenning 6% HP at the start of turn. And then again, after the turn is over, Buff Buu will give us 5% HP regeneration. It's going to be a very interesting combo. This Buff Buu and then Int Kid Buu are going to be insane together. Because Int Kid Buu is going to have defense. He's going to be healing as well, right? He's going to have Infinite Regeneration, but then he heals on super attack as well. So you're just getting healing like start of turn, end of turn, middle of the turn, everywhere. Like, it's just, you know, the Majin Power team, again, the Link level update was very good for the game because, you know, all the Super Saiyans, they link so well, they're so good, super class units come out every single day. The Link level update, it's the villains. The villains are the ones who won really hard from the Link level update, so that's very good for the game, again. And then they're 4.71, nice. Goodbye, Goku. Just get obliterated. This will do double digits, because again, he's got damage reduction. His defense was over 200k. I mean, there's just no chance Goku could do damage right there, right? So there is Buff Buu. Again, it does suck. It's stupid. Global's not getting Super 17 or Super Saiyan 3 Broly right now. Of course, that's dumb, asinine, idiotic, stupid, ridiculous. All that, I think, is all, you can just say that about Global not getting an EZA right now. Absolutely. But you guys did get Buff Buu, which is really good. Buff Buu is really, really strong. So let me know what you guys think of our boy Tech Buff Buu. Again, you know, he's powerful, as y'all could tell. And I'll go ahead and catch y'all next time.